Good morning, welcome back to Made by Heart Homestead. Today I'm making honey fermented garlic. Stay tuned. All you need to make honey fermented garlic is some garlic, honey, and a jar. So we're going to get started. I'm going to try to use both of these heads of garlic. I've got a quart jar. We'll see how it goes. Some of these cloves don't look too good. When I get all of the cloves separated, I'll bring you back. Okay, I got all of the cloves separated. And I'm just going to take my knife and mash the cloves. Makes them a lot easier to peel. Plus it bruises them up just a little bit. And you want that so that the juices can mix with the honey. Now this tends to get a little sticky. So you might have to wash your hands a few times while you're doing it. So when I get all of these peeled, I'll show you the next step. Okay, now that I've got all of the garlic peeled, I'm going to start chopping them. Some people leave them whole, some people slice them, some people dice them, and I'm going to chop them. And the reason I'm chopping them is the smaller you can get your pieces of garlic, the more surface area you've got to infuse into your honey. Okay. Let me wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got our garlic in our jar. I'm going to use up this little bit of honey that I have first. I made some at my mother's 2 days ago. And this is what I had left out of a jar that size. So I'm going to let that sit there and drain out, and I'll bring you back. Okay, it's drained quite a bit. Put the lid on it and turn it upside down. I'm going to stir what little bit I got in here so far. Start adding more. You want to make sure that your garlic is completely covered with honey. You don't want any of it exposed to the air. Probably got my elbow right near all's way. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I got it on the edge. That looks good. So when I get this cleaned up, I'll show you what I'm going to do to cap this off. Okay, this is a regular wine fermenting airlock that you put water in. This keeps air from going into your jar, but it lets the air come out. So I'm just going to put that on the top, put my ring on. And as you can see, this is pretty thick. But as the day goes on, or as the days go on, this will start getting really watery. The honey will get really watery. And you'll get bubbles on the top showing that your ferment is working. Every day I'll take this top off and I'll stir it to make sure that the garlic is submerged under the honey and it's coated. This should be ready in about, I'd say about 3 weeks. You can use it at any time. It's not going to hurt anything. But the longer it goes, the more mellow the garlic will get and the more garlic flavor the honey will get. And as many of you are probably aware of, garlic and honey both have some awesome medical benefits. Which I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be one. But I feel like this is really good to boost your immune system. So that's your honey fermented garlic. Now if you don't have an airlock like this, you can still use a flat, just a regular flat with no hole in it. But what you're going to want to do is come by and burp it. And you'll still stir it every day. But every now and then you just want to walk by and make sure you hear a psh. And that's the air escaping. If you don't, your jar might explode. Or your lid might pop off or something of that nature. But that's the honey fermented garlic. You all have a blessed day and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.